and Bears ain't right. And that guy's 3 beers deep saying every coach should fight. It's the boy with the heat. Now, baby, hold on tight. Yeah, the boys with the heat. Gonna set this Michael light. If your team just lost and somebody better hide. Cause boy, get the heat. Got this whole damn bar on fire tonight.
Welcome back, Paul.
Thank you for having me yet again.
Yes, sir. Oh, as Charles would say, he'd come up with some crazy random fact. Crazy Kentucky Derby facts that sound made up. The Derby is called the most exciting 2 minutes in sports, but people spend millions for those 2 minutes. VIP suites this year, $35,000 to $50,000 for a 120-second race.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yep. I'm good on that.
That does absolutely nothing for me.
The craziest is Secretariat, the horse. He has the winning time, the fastest time ever, 1 minute, 59 seconds, and 41 hundredths. It's never been broken in 50 years.
Do you think there's a chance?
Only one other horse has cracked the 2 minute mark on the race ever. So yeah, like Charles was talking that he's got some insights that his little phone is blowing up, that he's getting all kinds of crazy cool factoids there. Well, reality hits. 12 out of the last 15.
Yeah.
Somebody's predicted them, and now Polymarket and all these other like Kalshi and all these other apps are taking it over. And like I saw a thing the other day, bet $5 to win $5.20. No, thank you.
Stop it.
Yeah. No.
Stop it.
Speaking of which, though, had you bet $100, you would have lost your $100. You'd have just threw it away. You might as well burnt it in front of yourself. $100 that Mendoza wasn't going to be the number one pick because
why would you bet that?
Because they waited, and they always wait the whole clock. I mean, 99%.
I'm doing me.
Yeah, I'm saying they take phone calls regardless. You know,
I'm on the screen, and then I'm on the screen. I'm doing exactly my pose.
Yeah, look at you. Graphic. Except it doesn't realize that you have the Dr. Pepper shirt on. It's like IRBC words. It's just different words.
That's somehow crazy that somebody would bet $100 that Mendoza was not going to get drafted.
Yes.
Like, why would you bet that?
Because it was 1,000. You win like 10 grand.
But that's a stupid bet.
People will bet that the sun won't come up tomorrow. Like people bet the end of the world is like the next day. That's literally a bet on Kalshi. Like
that is some intense.
We were going to bring it up on one of the shows. Charles is going to have his boss man there or whatever, and I was going to bring that up for him. Be like, let's look at the dumbest bets you can make in sports. Like obviously the coin toss one, the first play as a safety. Like these are, when is that ever going to hit? Never.
No, I'm not betting $100 on it.
No, not for that. Absolutely not. I was going to ask you though. I said the Bears had a really good draft. I just kind of broke it down as far as like I didn't like.
You made it seem like we out here and we are curing cancer.
Because you want me to tell you why? Because you took the one guy, Paul, that I wanted the Packers to draft, and that was Sam Roush, the tight end from Stanford. I was irritated. I kept calling for the Packers to pick him and call his name, but it wasn't going to happen.
So I'm looking at all the picks, right? And I'm not going to say that I'm upset because I'm not upset with any of the picks.
There's just a lot of names that you're not familiar with.
It's not even that I'm familiar with. I think the biggest thing was I get what Ben Johnson is. He wants these weapons. So I'm get it. We lost DJ Moore. So drafting, I think it was Thomas from LSU, the receiver. Let me pull him up real quick.
Yeah, I think the only one that
Davion Thomas.
Yep.
And then Roush, I get it. In my mind, I'm thinking since we're drafting Roush, the only thing that I can think of is Kmet's on his way out there.
I think they think
unless you're trying to have 3 tight ends.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you got Loveland.
Yeah.
And then you draft Roush, which I'm gonna assume is to replace.
Right. Well, he's like
within the next year or two.
Yeah, he's like a hybrid. He's a he's like a Tucker Kraft, like for the Packers. Like he's
And
he's
then
freakishly athletic. Yeah.
with Xavier Thomas, I'm gonna assume that's just a filler for trading away DJ Moore
Yeah.
to just
Speed.
insert another weapon, put speed,
Yeah.
younger, and more versatile. Because again, I think he ran a 4.4 40. So I'm like, he's fast. And
Yeah.
overall though, a lot of people were mad that we didn't go edge rusher. And at first I was too. But then I started seeing clips like I think it was like after the second day in the draft or halfway through the third day, I was seeing a lot of clips. Austin Booker, who we drafted 2 years ago, he's been in the lab all off season,
Yeah.
just getting stacked, training, lifting weights, just getting football ready. It almost like he was trying to prove a point to Chicago. It's like, hey, you drafting me wasn't a mistake, and you don't need to go out and get another edge rusher to complement Montez Sweat.
Right.
I
I
got
wish
this.
I wish our running backs would do that. My God, we got a guy
And
who like
so,
more than fumble.
so I'm confident with everybody that we got from top to bottom. One, people clowning that why did we reach for Dylan? Technically, the fact that Dylan dropped down to 25 in our laps, I'm like, we needed a safety. He runs a 4.3 40. He's a ball hawk. Why would we not go after a need? And he's one of the best available safeties, if not the best safety that was on the board at that time.
Safety was the one where it was Caleb Downs. There was 3 of them, and there wasn't a whole lot of space between 2 and 3. So
And Caleb Downs got snatched at number 11. So I'm like, he wasn't going to fall down to us. There was no way he was going to make it past 15.
no.
So getting Dylan was just like, yeah, why not? I'm like, and so I think the DBs that we got between Malik and Dylan, I think will complement good with Kobe, Jalen, and Gordon in that rotation. And then drafting Keyshawn Elliott from Arizona State, watching his highlights, like I think he's going to be a good replacement for Tremont Edmonds. And I think with TJ Edwards still being out with his broken leg, not knowing exactly when his timeline is to coming back, this young core that Ben Johnson is building right now is going to get to prove themselves this season and see what Dennis Allen can do with this young core.
Right. You saw around the league, Green Bay ended up taking two rookies for their backfield too to try to fill in for places and gaps that they have. The Bears, obviously, you guys you have to have rookies. Detroit went and got it one young too. Minnesota's probably going to have the eldest of all the backfields, but
Right.
it's going to be a test 'em league this year.
It's going to be a dogfight.
Oh yeah. That's probably every team's weakest freaking position is the
Secondary.
DBs. Yeah.
That secondary is slow. I think I like where we're going. If I had to put a grade on the 6 picks, because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks that we did over the weekend, I would say a solid B. And I think getting offensive linemen, especially since ours retired, and getting a center to replace him, I'm like, I think that works to build that core, and then just building around Caleb still, and then now building around that secondary, which was a blaring outside of our edge rusher. Yes, but I'm having faith in Austin Booker that he's going to be able to fill that gap that we wanted to draft but didn't. Even though we did draft a defensive lineman, the guy out of Georgia Tech, Jordan Vandenberg. I'm like, I'm not mad at what we did this draft.
No.
I am happy.
Well, arguably the Bears' biggest problem last season, Paul, was literally having to come from behind because your defense was putting you behind. And Caleb Williams had those 2 or 3 great games where he just was magical.
Right.
And not having to do that consistently and not put that on his shoulders from week to week to week, yeah, would be awesome for a Bear fan.
How do you feel about y'all's draft over the weekend?
I think I said A-, but I was just being facetious or
Just,
For
you
Jesus.
boost, you
Whatever
boost your ego.
whatever the
You
fuck
be-
that word.
You being facetious.
Facetious. Yeah, I'm optimistic with what Green Bay did. Green Bay went and got a corner that is Cease from South Carolina, like a really decent, really good quality player. At least they didn't piss their draft picks away like Charles would think. Yeah, I went got a guy who's big, takes up space. At least we didn't do what Cincinnati did and literally you look at the board, what what the Giants did. They ended up getting Reese, and then they go out and get a freaking another Hawk at 10. Like the first round was probably one if Arvel comes out and just dominates like people think he is. But I don't know how he's going to work in that system in New York because the way their defense goes, they can't have two guys rushing the passer at the same time because one guy has to fall back into coverage just in case he's covering a tight end on the outside. Because yeah, you can get both guys, but if they slip a screen in there, it doesn't matter if both guys get home because that's the whole point.
I think one of the winners in this draft, I think Cleveland did exceptionally well.
Crazy to think Cleveland did well, and Tennessee too. Yeah,
Tennessee and even the Jets.
Yeah, I think all three of them had the best drafts.
They did exceptionally well, making decisions on player personnel that's going to positively affect their future moving forward.
Now, can I
just trying to get the shiny player?
Are you in agreement with me that Jacksonville had the worst draft?
I don't know,
dude. They picked up two players. Two players they drafted were combined 300 rankings, so they averaged out to a 150. And the draft pick position for each one of them was like 71.
That was just a terrible decision on Jacksonville in itself.
Well, the guy they reached for was a tight end, right? They reached out and got a tight end who was like the 238th best.
Hey, Charlie, player.
Listen, I looked at the clock and I was like, "Oh man, 4:15. All right."
No.
Looked at the clock. And the wife's like, "Don't you have a podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's like 5:40. I'm like, "Whoa."
Yeah. Well,
time flies when you're having fun.
Or sleeping.
Sleeping.
Got him to wake up at some point.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm here.
We just started maybe like 10, 15 minutes ago.
Oh, like 53 seconds ago.
Nothing crazy.
we broke down. Charles and I we talked about this. Charles, I gave my take on the Packers draft. I said that I did give an A-, but arguably that was just the fan in me. I believe B+ ish range. I mean, they did everything that they needed to. They addressed all the holes they had. Quality over quantity. I guess we'll find out.
I think a lot of teams this draft outside of Arizona's dumbass.
Trading up to get a kicker was weird, but other than that,
I feel like a lot of the teams this year drafted for necessity versus the shiny toy, except for Arizona. They went and drafted Jeremiah Love for some stupid ass reason.
You saw that in the first round. More second round potential got drafted in the first round than ever before.
And then Ty Simpson going to the Rams, although it seems like a reach
to
an extent, I can see the reason why.
Right.
Because you're going to sit behind Matthew Stafford for at least maybe a year, maybe 2 years.
Oh,
and then
Stafford's got at least 2 more years.
That's what I'm saying. And so they're basically running the blueprint of what you guys have been doing for the better part of 40 years.
But the problem is Ty Simpson could have went back to college too and used another year in college football because he only started
and I hear you, but sitting behind Stafford and knowing what you have, even if Devontae Adams leaves after next year, right? The fact that you still have most of these weapons at a young age, and this is what you get to inherit with McVay as your head coach. It's not the worst situation to sit behind.
Do you want to know a wild stat, though? No quarterback in the history of the NFL draft. What's that? No quarterback that's ever been drafted that had under 18 starts ever made a Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm like, didn't Mitch make
yet? Well, I mean, we're going on.
Didn't Mitch Trubisky make a Pro Bowl?
Trubisky played a year and a half, though. He had like
He
18, 19
played
starts.
15 games.
Trubisky made a Pro Bowl because he was an alternate. He didn't make a Pro Bowl because he was selected.
What
to
did
the
she
Pro
do?
was still
It doesn't
there.
matter. It still happened.
That
still there.
doesn't count.
It still happened.
The mechanic who built the shuttle that took him to the moon didn't go to the moon, but he was still there.
Hey, that guy that designed
Still
that
happened.
PlayStation remote that those guys ended up collapsing underneath the ocean. Yeah, he didn't go to college either.
Bear down. Listen. All right. Well, you guys are going to make me get into this early. I agree with everything all of you said, except the last little bit when it came to, that everybody had kind of drafted to fill their holes.
You don't think that was true?
I still think that if we were trying to fill holes, the Bears feel like a slice of baby Swiss cheese. You got 2 wide receivers and a tight end, didn't you?
No, we got a receiver and a tight end.
Like I said, you could have been Jacksonville and took the 258th.
All right. You can go now. You ain't got no shirt on. Back the hell up.
Oh boy.
Number one, we got a receiver and a tight end.
Why?
And I told this to Charles before you come in. Out of all the 6 picks, those 2 were the most
Ben Johnson picks ever.
Those definitely were Ben Johnson picks. I'm not disagreeing in any way, shape, or form. However,
yeah, that does tell you everything you need to know about the profile.
I'm like,
that sums it up right there.
He's trying to stack weapons, and I told Patrick, if you're for Roush, that tells me Cole Kmet is on his way out.
Definitely.
The only thing I see.
Well, did you hear my take on the Lions? Did you hear my take on the Lions? They drafted every single player that is willing to put their head through drywall for them. Dan Campbell.
With Xavier Thomas, the only reason why that probably happened is because, again, we traded away DJ Moore, and we got to fill another receiver slot for depth. That's the only thing.
Quite possible. For me. I think, again, that's just my only question.
Those were the only 2 picks that when I saw it, I was like.
Because defensively, it would be really nice to see as a Bears fan, if you're a Bears fan, of course, obviously not me, but him, yes, is that you would like to see the defense be able to create more turnovers with a pass rush. And are you going to get that in the draft? I don't know, but you kind of have to try.
So I had that same expectation going into last weekend, right? Then, like I was telling Patrick, going into day 2 of the draft and part of day 3, I was seeing a lot of clips of Austin Booker, who's our young edge rusher. He's been in the gym and he's been training and he's been stacking up. Like, he's been getting ready, like, to be that guy. Like, I think the Bears are starting to feel like Austin Booker might be the edge rusher we need and that we don't need to address it that early or at all because him and Montez Sweat will be enough. And I think we addressed the other glaring issue, which was our DBs and our secondary that need to be addressed because they were getting burnt last year, left and right. And so I think with Jalen Johnson, if he's able to stay fully healthy with Kyle Gordon, you add Muhammad, you're adding Dylan. I think that's helping. And then with signing with Kobe, that helps. So now it's just getting Dennis Allen to make this work. Again, is it going to work? I'm praying. Again,
we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we'll see.
These are all young cats. Outside of Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon, these are all young cats that got to prove themselves. This upcoming.
Yeah,
we talked about that.
My 2 question marks in the NFC North, and it's just because the NFL isn't about what you did last year. It's about what are you going to do this year.
Yeah.
Is the Bears and Minnesota. I think the Lions and Packers are still going to be doing what they're doing. I think the Bears have the opportunity. I have them higher than the Vikings just because the Vikings really can't figure anything out. I do like the Bears quarterback room. I like their wide receivers, tight end. I think their defensive front. I think their defensive front needs to get better. And who knows? Maybe that comes after June 1st. I think I'm lagging again a little bit, eh?
You're fine. You're fine.
You were there for a little bit, but then you caught up.
Then I caught up, and everything. Okay, cool.
I told Paul earlier. I said the entire NFC North's backfields are all going to be extremely young next year. Green Bay.
Well, Josh Jacobs' brother. Josh Jacobs.
I saw that he's fighting for a position on the team. Yeah.
So that'll be nice. He, at bare minimum, this kid's getting practice squad.
Oh, for sure. He's got to go head to head with his brother. I mean, meet him in the hole.
So, Green Bay's second round pick was basically our first round draft pick, and it's hilarious too. I mean, shout out to a lot of the local radio spots around here. I mean, they had a lot of these guys on their board. Bears were set at DT, just looking at what they did this offseason. Sense to me, fans would be expecting him to start. That makes sense. And the other, before we go back to the other thing too, is you could definitely tell an offensive-minded head coach was at the helm or is at the helm with the Bears.
Well,
your extra picks, your best people on the board is probably why the wide receiver and the tight end were taken at that point, because you were looking at your board and you're like, hey, these guys
are gone, but this one is still here. Let me just snatch this up while I have a chance.
While
and again, looking at it now, I'm not upset at them.
Right.
It's just those two. And I'm like, I wasn't upset with Logan Jones. Like, that was a solid pickup at center because, again, we need that. And why not, if he's there, why not pick it up?
Yeah.
I think overall we did good. I said, like I told Patrick, I think our draft class, if I had to grade it on the low end, I would say it's about a B. Just because, again, I need to see. I've seen Malik Muhammad play for the last couple of years just because he's a Texas. So I know what he could do. It's just watching the other ones, how they plug and play. I'm very excited to see Dylan play in Chicago and see him back there and just see what he can do. I'm like, to say he's a white guy running a 4.3 40 and he has the coverage that he could do back there. I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited.
Like I said, the only one in the entire NFC North that I had question marks around was probably Minnesota's thinking. I love Michigan, but taking Max Bredesen as a tight end, Minnesota, I don't know what you're going to do with this guy because you're not going to run fullback. Their offense doesn't run a fullback. I'm just kind of confused on what Minnesota is thinking that they're going to do.
Perfect call, Kamish. And yes, Patrick, absolutely.
I get drafting him. But in the fifth round, it made no sense to me. Like, you still had 4 picks. Like,
well, I don't know. Maybe in the sense of, hey, we've done a lot to piss off our quarterback. Let's make him happy.
Well, right. It was his best friend. I understand this. Yeah. I just trust me. As a Michigan fan, I loved it. But as far as
hey,
fan,
there was about 2 years for the last year and a half. We haven't come out and said, "Are we McCarthy?" Think if you're JJ McCarthy, in the last 2 years, you've had everyone say you can't. You've had the threat of Aaron Rodgers now twice.
That's
right. Like,
can we address one thing?
If JJ was supposed to be your guy, right? If he's supposed to be your future, you don't go out and get 5'11" Kyler Murray as to start.
Right.
Oh, so, I don't think Kyler Murray's beating him out, to be honest with you. JJ played halfway decent at
the end. He took a terrible team to the playoffs with Kevin McConnell and that Vikings.
I'm almost certain that Kyler Murray is going to win out that starting spot.
You really think Kyler Murray is going to?
Yes.
I don't know.
I think the chemistry that he's going to be able to get with Addison and Jay Jetta this offseason is going to be insane.
Bro, you had Jefferson basically out there saying you had nobody who could throw the football at the end of the season.
He don't trust JJ.
Right. Like, I mean, like, he's come out and told you, like,
We'll see.
Hey, it's cool that you're paying me money, but like I didn't realize it was going to be like this. I'm out.
Like,
Or figure it out.
Kyler is going to get that spot.
I think so. I think to start.
The only way Kyler loses it is if he gets injured in the offseason.
I think the expectation, though, is for Kyler to start, get injured, and JJ come in and be Tom Brady.
Like,
And it sounds foolish. I know. But
I don't know. I
the
think
color purple for a reason.
I don't think they are that
Choking for 50
far
years.
apart as far as like I know talent wise.
I'll be purple
He's
too.
got way more hits under his belt, way more wins. But as far as like what they've done lately, I don't really know. JJ is going to have to really, really, really improve in order to lose that quarterback spot. I'm going to be honest. I don't think JJ is going to be in the league after next year if he doesn't win the starting job in Minnesota.
Well, he's got a top 10.
I think he could
was
be
he
on
11?
the team.
No,
I'm
he's
like-
a top 10 pick. He's got a top 10 contract. He's
got a contract. That doesn't mean that they're going to keep him, though. I mean, they can cut him.
Let's just say this. He may not be a starting quarterback, but he's no Josh Rosen. So he has that going for him.
Well, Josh Rosen. There's a couple other guys.
Jake Plummer.
Jake Plummer. Yeah.
I'm like, you could be Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, Jamarcus Russell.
Who's that guy that they call Anthony Richardson? Doesn't put him on the list now.
Ryan.
Yeah, everyone was all upset with me. Oh, why are you so angry about that? I said, because he went to the worst team possible for him. Worst team possible.
A lot of these players end up doing that. I mean, we're probably going to end up saying that with Oakland too. I mean, or the Raiders. I mean, at some point, it's either shit or get off the pot with quarterbacks.
So, Green Bay's second-round draft pick, Brandon Cisse, which while I was at work and as it came across the screen with no volume, I was like, oh shit, Brandon Sissy. I'm going to get me one of them shirts. Turns out it's pronounced Cisse. So my bad on that one. Got lots of talk about him being a round one, potential day one starter athlete, blah, blah, blah. We're looking for that number one cornerback. I don't see it in this kid. I think he's going to be.
I think he's too big. He's almost 200 pounds.
I think he's too small.
Too small. He's 6 foot, almost 200.
He's 5'11", bro.
Oh, he's 6 foot. He's 6 foot, 189.
They got him 5'11", 3/4. So what? He puts his cleats on. He gets that 6 foot.
That's every single NFL player. Well, I mean, how tall do you really think Kyler Murray is?
I'm not worried about Kyler Murray. I'm worried about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase and wide receivers as such, DK Metcalf, right? Like you got these 6'4", 6'6" giants out there. He can run. Cisse can run. He's got a
6'4".
There are more 6'3" and 6'4" college.
Jamar Chase is nowhere near 6'4".
What is he? 6'1", 6'2"?
He's barely 6'1".
Chase is like one of the shortest good receivers in the NFL.
Let me see. This man.
I don't think Cooper Kupp's not that tall either, is he?
He is literally
I'm more worried about.
Tall. He's 6 foot even.
Yeah, he's
relax.
1.83 meters. All right. Well, then he's not that big. I'm just.
He said 6.
I'm thinking. I want my number one quarterback to be more 6'1".
Well, I mean, most of these guys are 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". Like it's 6'5", 6'6", like your tight ends anyway. So yeah. I want to see what he does in press coverage. I mean, I'll give him a chance. I'll give him a chance.
How tall Kyler Murray is.
Okay, maybe I brought up the wrong. Hold on. All right, let's check their verticals.
Right.
Let's check their verticals.
Vertical's
right?
different.
No. I started off by saying maybe I said it wrong. I said maybe I said it wrong.
With cleats on, he's 5'10". That dude's 5'7", 5'6".
All right, let's check their vertical.
Well, that's different. They're go-getters.
I ain't not talking about no different. I don't care if it's different. It's almost the same damn thing.
Almost.
Listen, I want to.
You crack me up.
If old boy can't jump.
Now DK is 6'4".
Yeah, DK's
there
a big.
You go. Jamar Chase's vertical is 41 inches.
The boy got bunnies.
Yeah, but probably every wide receiver's got at least close to a 40-inch vertical. Wouldn't be
Oh,
in the
damn.
league if you didn't.
That Jetta got to at least 45, 46.
C-Say's vertical is 41 as well.
Yeah. Oh,
Who's
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about how
New
high a
quarterback we're
dude.
getting.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you're going to be throwing. The only time that ever matters when you throw a murder ball. I mean, throwing it up in the air like that, dude's going to get freaking smoked if you throw it that high.
Yeah, you probably don't jump a lot.
You can't jump. You can't jump 41 inches sideways. You got to go straight up and down. I'm going to take a wild guess and say, yeah, it
glasses on. You can't see.
wouldn't.
My eyes.
Wouldn't McKinney be on him anyway, Charles?
Our safeties
Yes. Any deep ball, your safety is going to be taking coverage.
in a zone.
Well, the
No.
way y'all been playing safety.
What do you
back
mean,
there,
no?
Y'all been getting burnt.
They're there. They're there for help. That's why if there's a deep ball and you have like cover 2 going, if you have cover 1, then the safety generally watches whomever you've decided to double team in that moment.
No.
Generally, mostly
McKinney has played over the top 99% of his career. That's why he gets interceptions. He plays over the top. Green Bay plays a lot of freaking not press coverage anymore. That you're thinking of old boy when we had the coach. That's why Nixon can't cover. Why he's still on the team. I wish we would have got rid of him.
Oh, nice. I just again. I don't know. As a Green Bay Packer fan, and for the last 3 years, you included, we've needed a cornerback. I'm concerned about this cornerback pick, and your safety net is Xavier McKinney.
Well, he is our safety net. He's our safety. That's what the whole point. It's the whole term. Safety net, safety.
But you're not using him as a safety net. You're using him as a single coverage character.
No, he covers over the top. I said anything deep, the safety covers. That's what I just said.
So you're expecting Xavier to take over everything that gets past your DBs, which usually happens.
I'm going to say it gets past the terrible one. If he's going to be the weakest link, who do you think is going to have to take up for it? All lack of space.
Our newest draft pick is not the weakest link right now.
But Nixon is.
Who's expecting cornerback 1 money? If we're keeping him in the cornerback 1
I have
slot.
a question for you. Why?
And then you got Carrington Valentine on the other side. What are you talking? What?
Are we happy with both of those? With
No.
Sean Nixon? I know. That's what I'm saying. We only addressed one. I'm saying, why didn't we should have went out and got 2. The guy they got, Damani Jackson from Alabama, is not far removed from the number 1 pick in the second round as far as like positional ranking. It was like 9 and 15 or something. So like, yeah, there's like a round or 2 in between them, but I think they picked him in the 6th. Where did they get him in the 6th? Yeah, the 6th round. Kicker was in the 6th round too. Yeah, Green Bay traded up to get the kicker. They gave up their 7th round pick. That was such a weird thing for me too. Like you could get you traded up for a kicker. Like
what?
A kicker who,
bro, how terrible have our kickers been over the last few?
Yeah, but you traded up for a kicker who was the second kicker on the team. He wasn't even Florida's number 1 kicker last year. He was their second. Look at the stats on ESPN on the kicker. He's not even listed on ESPN.
2025 Lou Garza Award second place loser.
Second place loser, yeah. We could have took Zavada, who won us a national championship.
Is that okay with you? All right.
I like this kicker. We'll see. I personally like the kicker. Hitting darts from
right, but I'm thinking you can pick a lot of these guys up. The guy probably wasn't going to get drafted. You could have just picked him up for free. Speaking of players for free, has anybody of note been picked up that wasn't drafted? Like Diego Pavia? Did he make a team or is he just getting tryouts?
Didn't he get a tryout for the Ravens?
I think they said he was getting an invite to
the minicamp.
He's going to be. He's going to be sitting
dumbass not hiring an agent and then talking out the side of his neck.
He
You're
was talking
5'10".
Well, that's because he's got his dad is going to be friggin' Theo Vaughn pretty soon, so he's going to get to go on the podcast and talk a lot of smack.
Nice, nice.
That's what his dumb ass get. I have no sympathy for him. You know, I digress.
Ow. Yeah, I can see where you're coming at with the B on their draft, but I think it's a little too early.
We'll see who stays, who's still there after, training camp, who's still there. Does anybody get hurt? We don't need another one of those issues. Hopefully the center, he's supposed to compete for the starting center job for Green Bay, which is crazy to think of, but I'm glad they drafted a center. That was one thing that I hoped that they would go in there thinking, hey, we need a center.
Future starter. Yep.
Yeah, and the guy was very consistent too. I like consistency when it comes to players. They started a lot of games in college, and they were there. They were a leader.
Yeah,
Love it.
and to get him outside of the 150,
Yeah,
that's impressive, isn't it? Its own sense. High ceiling depth corner in Damani Jackson. But pretty much an all SEC draft. So we were like, Georgia, we've hit you the last couple of times, but we're going to stay in the SEC. Minus old Danny Sutton, which I believe is pronounced Dennis Sutton. Or Sutton. Did I just hear my phone? No, I couldn't. I can't find the motherfucker.
where it be.
I mean, this draft this year for the Packers was a lot cleaner than last year's draft.
Yeah, I don't have questions around the picks that they made. They did the best they could with what they had. I mean,
we'll see who and who doesn't produce. Absolutely. I didn't, as I was working most of it, I didn't really pay much attention to the rest of the draft. How was Pittsburgh's scene? How did it feel?
it was pretty big. They had a really big crowd. I think they might have beat Detroit for the crowd. It's a centralized area for a lot of the bigger teams like New York, Philly, that. So there was a lot of craziness going on down there. We don't have as big of an airport either in Green Bay, so we didn't have as many lunatics. Yeah.
I'm not trying to compare Pittsburgh to Green Bay. As you're saying, Green Bay is much smaller than the rest of them. The fact that we got close to Detroit was hilarious. Ha ha ha. NFC North funny, but Green Bay should not compete with other markets. That doesn't exist. It isn't a reality.
It's never going to happen.
No. Oh, yep. Pittsburgh's NFL draft attendance hit an all-time record with 805,000 fans over the 3-day event, making it the largest draft crowd in league history, surpassing, like you were saying, Patrick, Detroit's previous record of 775,000. Again, which is hilarious that Green Bay is even close to these numbers, right? Like Green Bay wasn't far off.
No, when you consider that probably 30% of those people were local too, within the state.
Yeah. So shout out that, but Pittsburgh, well done. They smoked every record, which is awesome for the NFL in the sense of I don't know why you guys started this competition, but thank you. That's what I'm saying in the NFL. We couldn't have dreamed to this being any better. Day one attendance, 320,000 fans. So that's the largest single day crowd in NFL draft history. Days 1 and 2 combined hit 600,000. And then the 3-day total was 805,000. So, I mean, they still had 305,000 people show up on the last fucking day. You had over 300,000 people. Oh no, 280,000 showed up around.
It's still
day two.
crazy because think about
Day two.
the after like round 3, it's like the picks just start going
Right.
boom, 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 boom. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like not even you're there
We're
for
not
like
waiting.
you're there for the
No.
atmosphere now.
So Green Bay and Nashville are 600,000. Strong turnout, but below record. Blah 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 blah. But also Saturday was a terrible weather day in Green Bay. It was rainy and cold all day long. Like that, we're outside. You know, you're gonna suck. So fans filled the North Shore, Point State Park. Local officials. And did they release where it is next? I think they next draft.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you're going to tell us.
I thought it was
The
LA.
next draft location will be held in Washington, D.C. in 2027,
Ew.
located on the National Mall outside the U.S. Capitol building. Ah, that might be
Good luck.
interesting.
Good luck with that.
That's going to be a weird looking crowd.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
super congested.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, DC is not exactly
I don't know if that's the place you want to hold a
it's
draft
not
at.
travel friendly.
It marks the first draft in D.C. since 1941.
That's a minute.
It's been a long time.
85.
And the NFL has officially scheduled the draft to take place at the National Mall, directly in front of the U.S. Capitol. I think it's going to look sweet.
The backdrop's gonna look sweet.
I think the whole thing's going to look pretty sweet. It might be pretty interesting. I mean, listen,
It's
obviously
going to be interesting.
if
It's
you
going
go-
to be interesting.
if you go, you're planning on Ubering.
Oh yeah, you're not driving there.
Announced jointly by President Donald Trump and Commanders owner Josh Harris in May of 2025. Oh, so it's been out for a minute on where it was going to be next.
Oh yeah, they already have like the next 3. After that, because remember, it's every 4 years they vote on the next like 4, and that's why Green Bay. We had to wait. Remember, Charles? We had to wait like a whole year before we even found out Green Bay was the host. That was
What do you
that.
have the expected attendance at?
for that one?
Yeah.
It's got to break 900. It's got to be close to a milli with
Yeah.
DC. Yeah,
PR?
I could see it going over 1 million
Yeah, it's
over the
expected
whole
to go
3 day
over.
span.
It's expected to go over 1 million.
Yeah.
Speaking of going over 1 million,
dude, check this out. Over 1 million. That'd be like over 300,000 more than Detroit. Which like Detroit would be so fucking small, man. You know what I'm saying?
they'd be
Like,
so
for real.
irritated that they
Oh
did it
my
in
God.
Washington too.
I'm so Jesus. I was so sick and tired of hearing about that.
Numbers,
So-
man.
So, what were you about to say?
I was gonna ask you, Paul and I already went through the we went through a little bit of the Kentucky Derby this afternoon we got on here. You gonna go through your Kentucky Derby picks here?
When
I gave him a
Whenever.
Kentucky Derby fact already.
it takes Saturday, May 2nd. Will we have another show before then?
No, that's this Saturday.
That's this Saturday.
Yeah, this next Saturday.
2nd.
Yeah.
I think I have. I'm graduating on that day too.
So you're gonna bet on the ponies?
I might have to.
Go on Kalshi, bet on the ponies. We can legally gamble now in Wisconsin. We just can't gamble through the casinos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
What's
up,
up,
Mike?
Mike?
How you doing, big dog?
I don't know if that's Mike or his kid because he's
Okay.
been coming on the lunch hour every day.
Stinky
Chatting
Pete.
it up- just chatting it up with us, and I'm like, the grammar don't.
Hi. Yeah. All right. Now
Wait, we'll take the interaction though.
What's up, dude? What's up, little dude?
Now it makes more sense.
Yeah. Hi. So, man, I'd have to look into it a little bit further. I'm liking Commandant. If I had my phone with me, I'm part of the Derby Insiders.
Right, but the only thing I don't like about the
Probably not
Kentucky
now that I've
Derby,
said that out loud, but-
long shots, it's like 1 in a million. It doesn't
Wait, until they
happen very
win.
often.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't happen very often. But
Well,
I'm
if
saying
you
that
go- yeah, if you're
if you
putting 10K on one of
if
those long
well,
shots, you
well,
already
what
got big problems.
well, no. Here's where the true gamblers get. This is what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
This is where the true gamblers get crazy. They'll bet 3 or 4 horses. They're not betting them to win. They're betting to get in the top 3 or be into the top 4. Yeah, they're positioning.
That's how you. Oh, excuse me.
Well, right. That's how you make more money. Yeah.
That's how you make way more money.
Well, right, because
Yeah.
you bet a favorite, you're not going to win. You're not going to win double your money even.
You tend not to win, but even in the race though, in the horse races, like that's the thing. It's like it's 4-1. Your odds are like still amazing if that horse wins. If you bet decent,
right.
like you
If
don't
you
have to
bet
bet
decent.
a lot. You just have to
No,
bet well.
But I'm just saying that the 2 horses that are like the 2 favorites, they're really not that far apart as far as betting
4-1,
odds go.
and then you've got
4-1,
2 coming in at
6-1.
6-1. Yeah,
Yeah, so,
absolutely.
like,
That's how I said.
There's 3 horses this year. Yeah,
I liked Commandant,
Yeah.
but this is still way too early. That's one of my favorite things about horse racing. I don't want to get too much into it because it's kind of a terrible sport.
it is a terrible sport.
NBA team, MLB team. All right.
That's definitely wrong.
All right, young Michael. My NBA team is the Pistons. I also enjoy the Milwaukee Bucks. That's my my grandfather's team was the Milwaukee Bucks. And then my MLB team, of course, is the Pistons. But I also watch the Brewers because of that same grandparent. Thank you for asking that. Patrick, give yours out for the group. Of course, my favorite NFL team is the Packers.
Yes. Detroit Pistons and the Detroit Tigers. But like you said, we've adopted the Milwaukee Bucks, the Milwaukee Brewers. We're both. Yeah, they're like the little brother. Like we're okay with either one, unless they play each other. Then it's
What about you, PR?
Chicago Bulls and Chicago Cubs.
Hey, all right. Not a surprise to us, but
no.
perfect. That was a great question. Great question from the audience. Thank you about that. Thank you for that. So things can change. The horse can get sick. The trainer can walk up to it and see that look in its eye. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, this horse is going to win. Right. So all that matters. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna put little bits down on old Commandant this year.
Yeah.
We're gonna see where that goes. Yep, I'm liking the 6-1.
You're gonna sprinkle a little.
I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable in that 6-1 world. I enjoy that a bit. Probably put, a couple
nickels.
Well, we'll probably put a double cheeseburger down.
Yeah, there you go.
Or a double cheeseburger, because a single cheeseburger comes with 2 pickles.
Yeah.
Right. So a double cheeseburger would come with 2 patties and
there you
2
go.
pickles.
Yeah.
So you would have the 2 with the 2 pickles. And if you don't understand that math, I can't fucking help you because we're on the internet. That's the best.
All I got for you.
But I'm definitely thinking about putting a double cheeseburger down on a wall Commandant.
Double burger. Disappointed with the playoff, the NBA playoffs so far right now. I think that it is starting to piss me off to the point where the effort has not been there with the Pistons the last.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about.
I'm kind of worried too.
Y'all getting smacked around is what's happening.
Defensively, yes. Yeah.
What are we down? 2-1?
2-1, but
you're going to Orlando, and again, you're still in Orlando for Game 4.
They need to even it up tonight. They need to not make
have
even
to win
game.
tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
we're winning.
have to make.
It's
they
my day
have to
off.
win tonight and
We're
make
winning
it
tonight.
a
Come on.
3-game series.
Yeah, I'll be watching that game here shortly. Actually, we're winning tonight.
Listen,
Sure.
I just want to see a series. Make it
Tell
interesting.
whoever you have to. Tell your mama. Tell your babies. Tell your dogs. Tell everyone. The Pistons are winning Game 4.
They're
right.
coming.
That is
Big
not
dog.
good.
Big dog's coming.
You can go ahead. Take that to
what
the
you
pick.
need, I need Stewart to stop acting like a bitch.
There you
Agreed.
go. Yeah.
Agreed. Man, the amount we block though. Oh, it's so beautiful. You need to get back to that interior defense. Well,
It
and
is.
you know what?
It's
That's
the
like-
threes that are killing them. Yeah.
We
And
don't
then
gotta- we don't gotta-
Cade is playing well, but Jaden needs to. I don't know
that
what
next
he needs to figure out, but he needs to figure it out.
Yeah.
You tell whoever you need to.
I will let them know though.
Game 4.
Tell a friend who tell a friend.
Period. All right. Listen, there's lots of room for advertising, space for advertising all over our screen on some walls. So if you're looking for that, please reach out. We will gladly accommodate anything that kind of comes our way.
I'm gonna get you a cheese grater to put on top of your cheese.
I might even check out hemorrhoid cream.
I'm gonna put a cheese grater.
Hey, did you hear about? Speaking of this, Paul? Do you know one of the Milwaukee Brewers sponsors is an adult diapers? One of their largest radio sponsors is an adult diapers.
Oh, your sponsor's an adult diaper because you keep shit in the bed?
No,
in the playoffs?
no. They're just. I didn't realize how huge this company was because they're part of Kimberly Clark.
Yeah.
So they're huge here. So it's
Yeah,
like
Kimberly Clark is a very good local to invest some stock into. BT Dubs.
But anyway, I was blown away when I was like, adult diapers. Oh man.
Yeah. And then the 57th pick getting free catch-up for life. Do we think that's something that Heinz is going to do often? And now are other people going to do it? Like, is somebody going to change their name to 69 Tuna and then give the 69th pick Tuna the rest of their life?
I was disappointed that Jennings Dunker ended up going to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey, every once in a while you're reminded how white I am. You're welcome.
Heinz 57.
69 Tuna. That's the next company that's coming out. You mean to tell me you wouldn't buy that off the shelf?
Probably would.
What the hell you wouldn't?
Just give me the regular chicken of the sea.
Yeah, there you go. No, I can't. Hey, Charlie, what you got there? Shut up. The magical mountain, Charlie. Shut up.
Yeah.
Just shut up. All righty. Well, with all of that being said, anybody have anything else they wanted to add?
I got one thing. If I can say a shout out, if I may. On Friday, my other show that I do during the middle of the day, on Friday, we are doing episode 150.
Hell yeah.
And we are eating, apparently, because it was a deal that we made. We got a special guest coming. We said if he makes it to the show, we'll eat a special burger that I'm not excited because he's coming. And so now we got to eat a bacon cheeseburger with peanut butter.
Hey.
Why are you upset about this? What do you mean?
That
No?
just doesn't sound right.
I think you're gonna like this.
Yeah. Well, you like nuts.
No.
You're a Bears fan. As Packer fans, we've been dipping D's nuts in your bowl all day.
This is worse than the pineapple on pizza for Paul. From what I was listening to the show, this is what he said.
This is up there. This is up there.
Don't psych yourself out too much. You'll puke.
Yeah, don't puke on the show. You got to do the sense. You have to do the censor thing too.
No.
You'd be like, puke.
Make it like pure 90s gold, baby. Just smell-o-vision that shit. We have smell-o-vision yet? All right. We've got a question from the audience. Will Michael, go ahead, shoot it out. As he's typing it, I would like to remind everyone that check on your neighbors. Be safe this summer. You got 4th of July coming up. We'll be enjoying that. America's 250th anniversary. Shout out to them, to us. Go us. Which is kind of a pun, I guess. Go us. Go United States.
Whale.
That's a neat flapper.
Oh, and while we're still waiting for young Michael to type his question. I will. Oh, all right. He hit us with it. He wants MLB team or NFL team. Okay. Instead of NFL, I'll give you soccer. My favorite soccer team, as of right now, is I don't have one.
No, I think he's asking which one do you like more?
Oh,
Do you like your MLB team or do you like your NFL team?
Oh, ooh, oh. This came from young Michael? Dang.
This is Rome. This is
Rome.
He's testing you. He's testing your loyalty.
I'm going to go Cubbies over the Bears.
Yeah.
But that would it's not by like a landslide. Like
you're ripping my skin off right now, bro.
So which one is it going to be?
At
Mr.
this
Carr?
point in time during the season, it's really hard to get into NFL, but it's so hard to be like, I can't scratch that itch because the draft just did that for you, and now you're thinking about the NFL again. But before the NFL draft, baseball had me by the nuts.
Listen,
earlier.
we just got off a 10-game win streak. I'm here for the Cubbies right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the Packers. Yeah, I would, but I mean, we're talking steak or lobster here.
Right. Nothing beats playoff baseball.
Everything's prime rate right now. Yeah. Everything's up here. Everything's Wagyu.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that perfect marble. You know what I'm saying? All righty. Listen, we appreciate. I hear many other shows call them the cheap seats, but these are our primetime seats over here on YouTube. We appreciate all the primetime peeps we got coming in, all the conversation. Thank you so much for all of that. Just stay curious, stay grounded, and remember this world is a much better place with you in it. I'm pretty sure your dad made you say that, Lil Rome.
Yo, it's time to dip. Lights low and the mic off. Boys with the heat, yeah, we blast like a Molotov. Said what we said, no regrets in the air. If you ain't subscribed yet, bitch, don't you dare. Rate it 5 stars, hit that share like a blunt. Tell your homies, tell your mama we on front. We the truth in the booth, no cap, just flamed. If you fuck with the crew, you remember the name. It's goodbye, goodbye to the tribe. We fucking love you, now feel this vibe. Out this bitch with a mic drop kiss. Thanks for riding, we gone, but you won't miss.